हरिबो माताजी। Can you sing? Can you sing very short version of Yasomati? Very short. Don't do the whole song. But then, huh? Well, no, everyone has to repeat. You don't repeat. Yasomati. I'm not singing. He's singing. Hare Krishna. So now we'll have our bhajan. Please try to participate.
Hare Krishna. Let's sing this beautiful song. Yashomati Nandana Brajavara Nagar Gokula Ranjana Kana Yashomati Nandana Gopi Paranadhana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidhana Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasha Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasha Vipina Purandara Navina Nagaravara Vamsi Vadana Shubhasa Vipina Purandara Braja Jana Palana Ashurakula Nasana Nanda Godhana Rakhavala Brajajana Palana Asura Nasana Nanda Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Govinda Madhava Sundara Nanda Gopala Sundara Nanda Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Basana Hara Yamuna Tatachara Rasa Rasika Kripa Maya Rasa Rasika Kripa Sri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natavara Sri Radha Vallabha Bhakti Vinoda Asraya Bhakti Vinoda Yashomati Nandana Brajabarana Gara Yashomati Nandana Gokula Ranjana Kana Gokula Ranjana Gopi Paranadhana Madana Manohara Gopi Paranadhana Kaliya Damana Vidhana Kaliya Damana Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Jaya Bhakti Vinod Thakur Bhakti Vinod Jaya Bhakti Vinod Thakur Bhakti Vinod Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Lord Krishna is the beloved son of Mother Yashoda, the transcendental lover in the land of Vraja, the delight of Gokula. Kanha, a nickname of Krishna, and the life and soul of the gopis. He steals the mind of even Cupid and punishes the Kaliya serpent. These pure holy names of Lord Hari are full of sweet nectarine pastimes. Krishna is the lord of the 12 forests of Vraja. He is ever youthful, and he is the best of lovers. He is always holding a flute to his lips, and he is an excellent dresser. Krishna is the protector of the inhabitants of Vraja, the destroyer of various demoniac dynasties, the tender of Nanda Maharaja's cows, the giver of pleasure to the cows, land, and spiritual senses, the husband of the goddess of fortune, the butter thief, and the beautiful cowherd boy of Nanda. Krishna wanders along the banks of the river Yamuna, where he stole the garments of the gopis. He delights in the mellows of the rasa dance. He is very merciful. He is the lover and beloved of Srimati Radharani. He is the great dancer of Vrindavana, and he is the only refuge of Thakura Bhakti Vinoda.
Sadguru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagujatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvarutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakta Pitamscha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktabinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we're reading again from Bhagavad Gita. We had a lot of programs in the last month or so, so we got off Bhagavad Gita a little bit. So now we're back. So today we are reading from, if the verse is there, right? Is there? Text number 40. Neha Vikrama Nashosti Pratyabhayo na vidyate Swalpam apasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat Neha vikrama nashosti Pratyabhayo na vidyate Swalpam apasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat Neha vikrama nasosti Pratyabhayo na vidyate Swalpam apasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat. Pratyabhayo na vidyate Swapamapasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat Neha vikramanasosri Pratyabhayo na vidyate Swapamapasya dharmasya Ayate mahato bhayat Neha vikrama nasosti Pratyabhayo na vidyate Swapam apasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat Neha vikrama nasosti Pratyabhayo na vidyate Swapamapasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat Neha vikrama nasosti Pratyabhayo na vidyate Swapamapasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat Neha vikrama nasosti Pratyabhayo na vidyate Swapam apasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat Neha vikrama nasosti Pratyabhayo na vidyate Swapamapasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat Neha vikamana sosti. Pratyavayo navidyate. Swalpamapasya dharmasya. Pragite tanato vayat. Neha vikramana shosti. Pratyavayo navidyate. Swalpamapasya dharmasya. Jayate mahato vayat. You want it? Neha vikramana sosti. Pratyavayo navidyate. Swapamapasya dharmasya. Jayate mahato vayat. Neha vikramana sosti. Pratyavayo navidyate. Swalpamapasya dharmasya. Jayate mahato vayat. So everyone all together. Neha vikramana sosti. Pratyavayo navidyate. Swalpamapasya dharmasya. Trayate mahato vayat. Word for word. Na. There is not. Iha. In this yoga. Abhikrama. In endeavoring. Nasha. Loss. Asti. There is. Pratyavaya. Diminution. Na. Never. Vidyate. There is. Sualpam. A little. Api. Although. Asya. Of this. Dharmasya. Occupation. Trayate. Releases. Mahata. From very great. Bayat. Danger. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. In this endeavor there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. Purport. Activity in Krishna consciousness, or acting for the benefit of Krishna without expectation of sense gratification, is the highest transcendental quality of work. Even a small beginning of such activity finds no impediment, nor can that small beginning be lost at any stage. Any work begun on the material plane has to be completed. Otherwise, the whole attempt becomes a failure. But any work begun in Krishna consciousness has a permanent effect, even though not finished. The performer of such work is therefore not at a loss, even if his work in Krishna consciousness is incomplete. 1% done in Krishna consciousness bears permanent results, so that the next beginning is from the point of 2%. Whereas in the material activity without 100% success, there is no profit. Ajamila performed his duty in some percentage of Krishna consciousness, but the result he enjoyed at the end was 100% by the grace of the Lord. There was a nice verse in this connection in Srimad Bhagavatam 1:5-17. Taktva sadharma charanambujam maharer bhajana pakvota pate tato yadi yatra kvava bhadram abhura musrikim kovarta apto bhajatam sadharmata. If someone gives up his occupational duties and works in Krishna consciousness and then falls down on account of not completing his work, what loss is there on his part? And what can one gain if one performs his material activities perfectly? Or, as the Christians say, what profit a man if he gains the whole world yet suffers the loss of his eternal soul? Material activities and their results end with the body. But work in Krishna consciousness carries a person again to Krishna consciousness, even after the loss of the body. At least one is sure to have a chance in the next life of being born again as a human being, either in the family of a great cultured Brahmana or in a rich aristocratic family that will give one a future chance for elevation. That is the unique quality of work done in Krishna consciousness. So there are many aspects to this verse and purport. I will bring our attention to the conception of forgiveness within the context of this verse, forgiveness and tolerance. And my thought on this is based on what this verse is saying, that in this endeavor, so what is that endeavor? Anything we do for Krishna. There's endeavor for material life and there's endeavor for spiritual life. You have to endeavor. It's like we have a nice graduate here. So she had to endeavor for many, many years to get that diploma. And now you have to endeavor even more. You want me to talk louder? Louder? I thought I was too loud. So you have to endeavor for anything in life. In order to pick up food, if you wanted to go into your mouth, you have to pick it up with your hand and bring it to the mouth. The food will not come to you automatically. Like Prabhupada always talks about the lion and the tigers. So in the forest, the lion or the tiger, if they just lie down, food will never come because the food is another animal. So what foolish animal would go into the mouth of a lion? So he has to make an endeavor. That endeavor may not be pleasing to the person that he attacks, but he has to make an endeavor. So there are always endeavors in life. We have to choose which kind of endeavor or what kind of endeavor we will focus on. Is it a monetary endeavor? Is it a physical endeavor? You can tell where someone's consciousness is by the nature of their endeavor, the length of time they invest in their endeavors. It's like me as a musician. I invest time in learning more things in my music, on the guitar and on drums and on the keyboard and singing, because I want to produce something for Prabhupada and Krishna. By Prabhupada and Krishna's grace, I've been doing that for more than 50 years. But it took endeavor. It's not easy. So you want to be Krishna conscious? Raise your hand. Otherwise, get out. We want to be Krishna conscious, right? Of course. Otherwise, why do we come here? It took an endeavor to get here. Yes? There's something funny they say. If I ask you something and you say yes and I shake my head, you should do the same. Okay, I didn't see the head shaking. Yes? It says good for your neck. It keeps you alert. So that endeavor must be there. How to learn, how to endeavor, that is Krishna consciousness. In this endeavor, there's no loss. In material endeavor, if you don't complete it, great loss. If you don't complete the work, or if you don't complete, like say you're trying to build a house or build a building, it takes a lot of work. And maybe in the middle or 3/4 of the way, you get frustrated and just forget it. I've seen many houses, they call them spec houses or something like that were started but never finished. I've seen temples also, started and not finished. It happens because the endeavor was not correct from the beginning. How did Prabhupada succeed? His endeavor was based on his dedication to his Guru Maharaj. That was it. If you challenge him, I'm doing for my Guru Maharaj. If you try to discourage him, never. He could not be discouraged. Well, in a small way. In New York when he started, he was trying to do something, nothing was happening, so he went to the boat dock to see when the next boat is leaving. Because if it didn't work, he would go back to India. But that was his plan. If it didn't work here, it's going to work somewhere. Do you know that Prabhupada initially tried to go to Japan? I think maybe even England they tried to get him to come. But Krishna didn't want him to go anywhere but to the lowest parts of New York. the absolute lowest part of New York, the Bowery. And if you read the history of Srila Prabhupada, in that few blocks where he lived, more than 5,000 homeless people. And one day Prabhupada came back and the man was lying down in front of the doorstep. The man was dead. So Prabhupada had to go past this. One time Prabhupada came, he couldn't get in the building. It was locked. But nothing could discourage him because the initial desire was not for himself. See, when you're desiring for yourself, you can get frustrated very easily if you don't get it. Then Prabhupada says, even if you get it, you still get frustrated because you're thinking somebody's going to take it. The government for sure is going to take a lot of it. But your family might try to take it. Your friends might try to take it, right? Schoolmates try to take it. But if you have the right initial desire, which is, as Prabhupada is saying, to please Krishna. And that is called the transcendental quality of work. So quality of work. Like in the school, the universities, the teachers check the quality of your work. Now, they have a new responsibility, the teachers, especially in the university level. Because a lot of the kids are using AI. ChatGPT is writing all the essays. So now the teachers are coming up with a new algorithm to check and see if you use ChatGPT. So be careful. Because they want to see the quality of your work. What did you do? What did you meditate on? What did you struggle to try to understand? In our philosophy, it says jnana, vijnana, astikam. Brahma karma, svabhavaja. So knowledge, and then knowledge by practical application. So we learn all these things in Krishna consciousness, but we're expected to apply them. Just like if you're learning some sports activity. When I was in high school, my brothers were very famous in my high school. Two of my brothers, very famous football players. So everyone thought Benny's going to be like his brothers. I tried. Actually, I did try for one day. But it was so rough. And the coach made some boys hit you from this side, hit you from that side. You didn't know where you were coming. I said, this is too much, so I left. I was not willing to do that, period. Even though everyone thought I should do it. So in Krishna consciousness for the last 52 years, there's been all kinds of little roadblocks in my way, all kinds of challenges in my way. But because I joined this movement, not for me, not for even you, not for money, seriously. I joined the movement because Prabhupada, reading his books, Bhagavad Gita. And it convinced me that what I was doing was a waste of time. It really was. I was trying to be a successful musician in Atlanta, hopefully nationwide. I really worked hard for that. But it wasn't working. So then Krishna arranged something else. He arranged for my mother and father and older brother to die within 2 years. And it was such a shock. I didn't know what to do. Because I had nothing as a reference point except growing up as a Christian. And even that, I stopped going to church when I was 12 years old. I made a decision. I don't want to be here. Not that I didn't believe in Jesus. I still believe in Jesus. And what he tried to do, Prabhupada said, he was Shakta Avesha Avatar, because he was preaching about God. But I didn't like all the bureaucracy and all the show bottle, especially the ladies with these big hats. I didn't like that. They had these fans and these big hats, and I was like, oh my God, I don't like this place. So my mother was so kind, she didn't force me to go. Whatever you want to do, Benny, okay, I'll support you. So then in Krishna consciousness, when I found a process where at the forefront was tolerance, humility, love, I said, wow, this is what I wanted. So when people come to our temple, what should they encounter when they meet devotees? Tolerance, humility, love. But if they encounter you and your ambitions, and then you pass your own ambitions on to them, they don't want that. Last night, a nice young man came for the first time to this temple, but I've seen him at the Atlanta temple. His name is Stephen. Nice American boy. So we were talking during Prasadam, and he told me, almost with tears in his eyes, he said, the street preaching, Harinam, saved my life. I was like, wow. He specifically said the street preaching, the street ministry of chanting Hare Krishna out in the public saved his life. And I was telling him, it saved my life too. Because the devotee was downtown preaching, distributing books. I was confused because my mother, father, and brother had all died. I had no shelter. And then a devotee came to me. He gave me a book, and that devotee was not initiated. Don't wait until you get initiated. Don't wait until you get second initiation to save some people. How do you save them? Change the quality first of your work, and then try to change the quality of their work. Your work has to be done with sincerity, genuine sincerity. And you have to find a focal point. As I said, in my life, the focal point became Srila Prabhupada. Whatever Prabhupada would say, I accepted it. It didn't take very long for me to come to that platform, where whatever Prabhupada would say, I accepted it. Many people, unfortunately, have not made that decision. I'm praying that it's not one of you. Because I made an assumption, not an assumption, but I came to a conclusion years ago. Srila Prabhupada did not come to America to come and lie to a fool like me. Seriously. Because sometimes you think, is he telling the truth? It could be something. I said, no. No. That old man coming from India by himself, no money, no good health. Prabhupada was sick many times. Why would he come here to lie to me? So therefore, he must be telling the truth. Now, did everything Prabhupada say about American culture and the young people, was it accurate to that time and circumstance? Who cares? He was speaking transcendental knowledge, and he would adjust according to time and circumstances. It's like one time Srila Prabhupada was giving a lecture. Now, sometimes devotees give lectures, and they get all agitated when the children are doing something or the ladies are making noise. There's one dear godbrother of mine, he would sit and say, I'm not speaking until the children are gone. And I looked at him like, Maharaj, come on. No. Because Prabhupada, what happened one day, a man came in the room, he was intoxicated, severely intoxicated, making all kinds of indiscernible type of sounds, like, like drunk people do that. So Prabhupada looked at him. He came in the room, in the middle of the class. He went in the bathroom, put some toilet paper and some paper towels. Then he came out, same thing. He was drunk. And Prabhupada, in the class, I'm trying to show you how he would adjust. In the class, he said, just see, he is not in order, but he's serving Krishna. Power of devotional service. We have to understand it. And one of my dear godbrothers, he has a reluctance to give emphasis to something that's called agyata sukriti. Who knows what sukriti means? Huh? Sukriti or sukriti? Sukriti, yeah. Blessing, something really good. Su means good. Like Subhadra. So sukriti is something good. Yes. So the agyata means like knowledge or something. Agyata means without your knowledge. So without the person's knowledge, they get Krishna consciousness. How does that work? When we do street ministry or we do outreach with knowledge, a thing done in knowledge yields a better result. That's explained in the Krishna book, 10th canto, in the pastimes of the lifting of the Govardhan hill. Because Krishna challenges the cowherd men, why are you doing this Indra Puja? He wanted to know, what is the knowledge behind this? What is the purpose of this? Then they gave some purpose and Krishna didn't agree with it. He said, okay, we have to worship Indra because he gives the rain, he does this. And Krishna says, you don't have to worship Indra. The rain goes anyway. It goes on the ocean. Why do you have to pray to him? A thing done in knowledge yields a greater result. So when you understand the dynamics of work, quality of work, you have to understand the dynamic of that. Quality, you all know what quality means, right? Who wants to say what it means? Quality. You all? Come on, somebody, tell me what quality is. Like that Maharaj, I'm not speaking until you tell me. Quality. Just like you go to work or you go to school and your boss is checking the quality of your work. And if the quality is not good, you get fired. Or you have to go to HR. They check the quality. How do you check your quality in Krishna consciousness? Excuse me for shouting, but this is something I have to think about. How do you check your own personal quality? Do you need someone to come and tell you whether it's good or bad? But if you don't know where it is, the different aspects of how to check your own quality, you kind of be like, okay, whatever. You know, anybody can come along and tell you anything. I'm telling you, go to Bhagavad Gita chapter 13, verses 8 through 12. You all have cell phones, put it in there. Bhagavad Gita chapter 13, verses 8 through 12. It's very important. And I'm only going to read what Prabhupada says in the purport. It's a very, very long purport, but in the beginning of this purport, because it's Krishna giving the 21 elements of knowledge, and the first one is, that's it. You can't get knowledge without humility. It's very difficult. But in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, as for actual advancement in spiritual science, one should have a test to see how far he is progressing. He can judge by these items. Judge yourself. Judge not, least thou be judged. That's what it says in the Bible. Don't judge others. Judge yourself. But how do you judge yourself? You go look in the mirror, see if my hair looks good. And I saw some young girls out here earlier doing selfies, trying to look really cute in front. But they were at least standing in front of the temple, So they want to see how nice they look and all that. Okay. You're getting ready to go out to the world, to go to school, to go to work. Okay, that's acceptable. But what about Krishna consciousness? How do you judge yourself? Let me read a few of the judging principles. They're not too scary. They're actually quite nice. Number one, again, is humility, then pridelessness, nonviolence, tolerance, simplicity, approaching a bona fide spiritual master, cleanliness, steadiness, self-control, renunciation of the objects of sense gratification, absence of false ego. Wake up, everybody. That's one of our biggest problems. What is false ego? What is it? I'm an African American. That's just false ego. Because first, I'm not. Prabhu, come on, you're black skin, you're African. No. Jiver Swarupaya Krishnera Nityadas. I'm just a servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna. Prabhupada. Prabhupada's followers. That's it. So then you say, I'm a Gujarati. No, you're not. What are you talking about? I was born in Gujarat. I only speak Telugu. Or this or that. I am a woman. Well, last life you could have been a man. And if you're not careful, the next life you could be a dog. So this I am is our problem. Bhagavad Gita says, what is that verse? No. What happens when you get old? Prabhupada said, your memory goes out. In one part of the verse, I know the verse very well, but I can't think of it right now. It says, by the false ego, one is thinking himself to be the doer of activities that are carried out by nature. Prakriti, kriyamanani, gunaya karmani, sarvasaha, ahankar vimuradma, kartaham iti manyate. Ahankar means false ego. Ahankar, vimud atma. We're the atma. Vimuda means you've been bewildered. And you reinforce it every day by looking in that mirror, making sure it's still you. What happens as you go through life, that you see in the mirror gets older and older, hair gets gray, hair falls out. So many things happen to that you that you keep seeing in the mirror. Because it's not you. We are spirit souls, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. If you're not sure, I guess we'll have to have a special class for that one. Listen to Prabhupada. Every class, practically, he talks about you're not the body. Why did he do that? I have my conclusion about that because we didn't understand it. We were still thinking Man, woman, black, white, young, old. And Prabhupada could see through that Maya. So what he did was he changed, by his example, the quality of our work. The quality of his work was excellent, beyond excellent. Everything he did was amazing. Once when I was a brahmachari, my temple president, we were looking at Prabhupada's pictures. And he said, look, in every picture, Prabhupada is perfect. The way he held his hand, the way he would drink. Like last night we were watching the video, and Prabhupada was drinking from this silver cup they had given him, and the way it was just beautiful. So the devotee said, everything about Prabhupada, look at each picture. It's perfect. The way he would do his hands and everything. So the quality of our work was set, the standard was set by Srila Prabhupada. He did not like laziness. One time in Calcutta, he told the devotees, everyone living in Calcutta must preach and do this and that. But some people were not doing it. So Prabhupada said, okay. If you don't preach in Calcutta, then you go to Mayapur. But don't eat and sleep. He didn't like laziness, just eating and sleeping in the name of the temple. Not good. So the quality of our work, because it will be checked. Yam yam vapi, parambhavam, tajantihi kalevara. That means at the time of your death, your work record will be checked. And if you are prone to make excuses, I've heard this many times, your excuse better be really good when you go before Krishna. Hopefully you don't go before Yamaraj. But most devotees do not have to go. But you come to Krishna, he says, okay, what did you do in your life? Well, Lord, I was distracted by family. I was distracted by health issues. That one day when I was supposed to do some service, I just couldn't, And the Lord said, not good. Because if the quality of your work, swalpam, what is the verse? Say it. Is it still there? We'll wait. Swalpam apasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Yeah, it's all about the quality. Because even a little bit done can save you from the greatest fear. What is that dangerous fear? I've heard Srila Prabhupada explain it several ways, but primarily he says to fall back again into the cycle of birth and death from the animal species going up. You should be afraid of that. I am. Okay, someone says, one time a devotee told me, I'm not afraid of dying. I said, you're just lying. Come on. So one man asked Prabhupada, Swamiji, are you prepared to die? What did Prabhupada say? He stopped. Prepared or not prepared, you still have to die. So it doesn't matter. Death is coming. It's looking for us. Like in the story of Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj became such a great devotee. In the beginning, he was motivated by material desire. He wanted a kingdom greater than his father, greater than his grandfather, greater than anyone. He had the Kshatriya spirit. His stepmother offended him. He couldn't take it. Anybody can identify with that? You just can't take it when someone criticizes you. You just get all upset. So Dhruva was truly upset. So he went to the forest, and you know the rest of the story, how he met Narada Muni, and he started doing, what was the mantra that he chanted? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So powerful, this young boy, 5 years old. But then Dhruva, after coming in contact with the Lord, all this material desire went away. So at the time of his leaving this world, the Lord sent a spiritual airplane to get him. And he was just ready to get on the spiritual airplane. And then death came to do his business. And what did Dhruva do? Stepped on his head and got on the plane. But then when he got on the plane, he was lamenting. Where's my mother? Practically she was like his guru, Vartma Pradakshaka guru. But actually his stepmother was the first one that told him to go and worship the Lord. If you want to sit on your daddy's lap, you go worship the Lord, and maybe you die and take birth inside of me, then you can sit there. So she gave him the instruction, but it wasn't really first class. So then Dhruva thought about his mother, because she gave him specific instructions what to do. So then where's my mother? I don't want to go back to Godhead without her. And then the Vishnu Duta said, she's right behind you in another airplane, because of the quality of his work. Some people worry about, okay, my father died, my mother died, this one died, that one died in your family. By the quality of your devotional service, you can liberate members of your family, past, present, future. It's all about quality. So that's a word that everyone understands, at least quality. Do you understand it now? Like the ladies in the kitchen. Right, Rukmini? The quality of her work is outstanding. Give her a round of applause. And yesterday she was checking on her son during the program, because he has a tendency to go here, go there. So he came and sat down, and then Vamsi gave him the job of scrolling through the Lilamrita as we were reading. And the quality of his work was excellent. He was really focused on how to do it correctly. And when he got off, he would try to correct it. Quality of his work. Swalpam apasya. Is good? That's the last part, right? What's the first part? Neha vikrama nashosti pratyavayo navidyate swalpam dharmasya trayate. Put this in your, as I call it, toolbox. Like the other day, I had some gentlemen come to my house to do some yard work. And I got there late. They were already working. So I went around to the back and I looked. The guy had an amazing riding lawnmower. So my confidence in him went way up. Because some people come with just some little machine, and this guy had everything. Had the right truck. He looked right. He was dressed nice. I said, he's ready. So sometimes as devotees, we're not ready. When I first walked into the temple in 1973, or maybe it was 72 in, the brahmacharis were not ready. You know what they were doing? They were looking at the temple president give the Bhagavatam class. And here's a new guy at the door. Obviously, they'd never seen me before, except for one, the one who met me downtown. I had my blue uniform from Colony Square, and I'm standing at the door, probably looking a little strange. So, the brahmacharis were not ready. Who was ready? Sukshma Rupini Devi Dasi. She ran to the door with a huge smile, and she said, Hare Krishna. And I melted to the floor. I said, I'm not looking for the lady, but I'm looking for, some kindness. Seriously, I wasn't. I just wanted a little kindness. There's a very famous song when I grew up, and this guy, he said, try a little tenderness. Try a little tenderness. Because it's just not there in normal society. So our training with all of you and us, when I say you and us, it means we're still in training, Shyam Prabhu, myself, all of us, right? We're still training. Is to focus on the quality of our work. I was telling my dear God brother Parampara Prabhu last night as he was leaving. We left around 11:30. we were talking. We were so ecstatic to be with each other. We just kept talking and discussing. So I gave him some ideas that I meditate on. And one of them it relates to business, but you can apply to Krishna consciousness. They say in business, the only question you should ask is, how can I improve upon that which I do every day? If you make a widget, or if you make a computer, or whatever you do, how can I improve? So the foolish person, as they say, he rides on his laurels or sits on his laurels, whatever little thing they said about you yesterday, yeah, I'm so good. Prabhupada didn't do that. He improved every day the quality of his work, and he taught us how to do it. Put your mind on Krishna. Do your work and think of Krishna. How? Arjuna had a problem with that. How can I do that? He had to fight in a battle with 640 million people. Another estimate in the Vedas that says 1 billion, but Prabhupada says 640 million. And Arjuna was responsible to be in that fight. So obviously, he had the right idea not to fight. So many people will die. Go back and read Bhagavad Gita. That's the whole first chapter. So many people will die, the women won't have their husbands, this will happen, that will happen. And Krishna says, what happened to you? How has this impurity come upon you? It does not befit a man who knows the progressive values of life. So going back to the point, quality of work. Quality of what? Our devotional service. So how does it say? Te sam satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayanti. So what is that bhajata priti? What is priti? So what is the quality of our service to Krishna? What should it be drenched in, soaked in, submerged in? Love. Love. The Beatles, all you need is love. That's all you need. So when people come to our temple, all they need is love. They don't need politics. They don't need speculation. They don't need to, you trying to be some big deal. Because once they read the book, they'll find out you're supposed to be humble. You're the leaders of Krishna consciousness. You're supposed to be humbled. Isn't that what Krishna says? Bhagavad Gita chapter 13, verses 8 through 12. Principles of knowledge. So, as we move forward with our beautiful temple, and by humility, and by the quality of work, and Shyam Prabhu can attest, we had to prove to the GBC that the quality of our work here, based on all of you, not just Shyam and me, we had to prove, document, that there's good quality in this temple, right? I can show you the paperwork. We had to prove it, document it. I had to talk to this person, talk to that person. The deity ministry came. They had to prove the quality of the work. And they went away saying, the quality of the work in this temple is outstanding. Outstanding. Even better than some other temples we went to, is what they said. Quality of your work. So my humble request at your feet is focus every day, number one, improving the quality of what? Your chanting. Number one. Without proper chanting, it'll be very, very difficult to make this temple go forward. So everyone, whether you can chant 16 rounds, 8 rounds, 4 rounds, 1 round, 20 mantras. I heard someone recently say it like that. He broke it all the way down to just a few mantras. But even if you say one mantra with full attention and love, that could be the one that takes you back to Godhead. So Prabhupada mentioned about Ajamil. Everyone, maybe you don't know the story, but the point was, Ajamil was a dutiful brahmana in the beginning of his life. Okay? But he fell victim to, prostitution, many things like that. And hey, little girl. She wants to dance. Nice. So he became distracted. So what happened? He was smart, like most Hindus are very smart. They named their children names of God. So he named his son. He was only talking about his son. He wasn't thinking of God. He was thinking of his son. So when he was at this last stage of life, yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tajanti hikalevram, that last stage, he was looking at his son. He was an old man. He's looking at his son, and he said, Narayan, thinking the son can come and save him. Of course, nobody can save you at the time of death. But one Narayan, not even Krishna or Ram, one Narayan. And I was so fortunate to be in Philadelphia in 1975. Prabhupada's giving the Bhagavatam class, and he's reading about Ajamil. And he said, he's reading from not the fully published book, but from the manuscripts that had not been fully edited. So the devotee editors, they edited Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. And Prabhupada said, what? What is this? First, he chastised the editors a little bit. He said, what is this 3 times? I'm telling you what I heard. He only said 1 time Narayan. That was enough. So everyone say Krishna. You sure? One more time. Krishna. One more. Krishna. I get the credit because I made you chant. So a devotee's mind is, how can I get people to hear the holy name chant the holy name. Oh, another thing happened this morning. Prabhupada, in his lecture, the devotee was asking about prasadam, that if someone eats prasadam unknowingly, are they guaranteed to have a human birth? Prabhupada said, not necessarily. What? So he explained it. He said, if they take the prasadam and they think that that prasadam is what it is, the mercy of the Lord, then they become devotees. But if they don't do that, at least they get spiritual benefit. They may not in that next life be a devotee, but that, so then he gave another corollary example that was really good. He says, just like in a bank, you have some little box, and you put some money in that box. I don't know, dollars, $10, 20, and you do it for like 20 years. And you go back and look, oh my God, I have $10,000. Wow. So every little thing a person does in Krishna consciousness goes in that little box. And it's saved up. Swalpam. Even a little bit, even that small amount. So I said in the beginning, I wanted to talk just about tolerance and forgiveness. So even if a devotee does something really, 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 really bad, where does it say that in Bhagavad Gita? Api chet sudaracharo, bhajate mam ananya bhag. But other parts, sadur eva. Even if he does the most, Krishna says, the most abominable action. Some of you came for the Tulsi Puja, and at the end we sing one verse. What does it say? Yani kani chapa pani brahma hatya. Even the killing of a brahmana. You go around Tulsi, sin can be removed. Krishna is so merciful. Very, very merciful. We should always remember that. That even if a devotee has done something abominable, we don't want to get into all kinds of details, but if sadur eva, if they keep serving Krishna, they should be considered sadhu. And Prabhupada explains very carefully, if you don't forgive such a person, you become subject to the reaction. But it doesn't mean that we should do all bad things and Krishna's going to do this and Krishna's going to do that. Prabhupada warned his disciples, I'm giving you these beads, I'm giving you the initiation. You have to follow. I can't follow for you. You have to follow. If you don't follow, you will fall down. He actually told devotees, you will become a hippie again. And many devotees became hippies again. Many, quite a few. But if we stay committed to Srila Prabhupada in our temple, which now, hello, what's your name? He's beautiful, Tilak. I love it. What's her name? Rasapriya. Beautiful name. I love that little girl. So, if we remain fixed on Srila Prabhupada in this temple, which is now, by Prabhupada's mercy, the name didn't really change. We added something to the name. Lakshmi Nrsimha, Education Cultural Center, but before that is what? See, most people don't know the name of this temple now. What is the name of this temple now? Iskcon of Chicago. Iskcon of Atlanta. Yeah. Haribo. That's an amazing achievement. After 55 years, we have 2 Iskcon temples in the greater Atlanta area. His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, he envisioned 10 temples in the greater Atlanta area. We want temples everywhere, sure. But our temple, we want it to be unique. Unique in the sense that when you walk through that door, you're going to be bombarded with love. I remember the first time you came, Joan. I remember you were here dancing, and I said, who is that nice lady? And she had met my wife and known devotees. It's like, if you express love, okay, express love to those who come to this temple, guess what? They won't want to leave here. We don't have to worry about keeping a congregation. We just have to improve the quality of our work, our love. And people will want to be around that. Oh, what's the verse in Bhagavad Gita that says like that? Yad yad acharati shresthat tat tadavetarojana. What's the last part? So that verse is saying basically, whatever a great man does, common men follow in his footsteps. So we should act in such a way that people want to be part of our group, our congregation. We're not worried about anything else outside. We want to go outside and give Krishna everywhere. So don't forget, some of you promised me you're going to arrange for Harinam Kirtan at some park in this area. So after the Panihati festival, I'm looking for my schedule to be very busy. Harinam Sankirtan in North Atlanta, Suwannee, Cumming, where else? Alpharetta. We're going to do it. So thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram. So focus on one thing from today's discussion, quality of your work, your service to Krishna. Thank you. Hari Bol. We only have time for one question, so yours is going to be the best. Oh, actually, give it to me.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, people call you when you come to the temple, she is a devotee, he is a devotee. See, we start believing in it, that I am a devotee. But when I look at the acharyas, when I look at the other devotees, and I feel I'm nowhere close to them. And then how to gauge myself that have I made any progress in life? So, you see, I still go back and feel I'm wherever I was, I'm there only. I haven't made any progress when I look at others. So, how to get that confidence, Prabhuji? I still lack that. I don't feel that I am up to the mark.
So remember I said Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, verses 8 through 12. Those 20 or 21 qualities mentioned by Krishna, Prabhupada says in the purport. You should have a test to see how you're making progress, and you can test by these items. Don't test by what people say outside. Test by what Krishna said. First one is humility. Do a deep dive on humility, meaning Trinadapi Sanichena Tarorapi Sohistana Amanina Manidena Kirtani Asadadari. So you study, because that's the first word in Krishna's explanation. Study humility, go deep into it. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna book, and get that understanding. So by that knowledge, you can change the quality of your work. So focus every day. Krishna says, just do your work and think of me. Rupa Goswami, the great Acharya, you know, he said the most important principle in Krishna consciousness is what? How much donation you gave. How many times you did? No. What is the most important thing in Krishna consciousness? That's good, but that's not the one yet. He says, always remember Krishna and never forget. Always remember, never forget. You got it? Say it. One more time. Sounds good. So you understand? You judge yourself. But judge by what Krishna says, not by what I say or someone, or judging by some other person. You know, you look at the saffron, you think, oh, sadhu, could be, could not be. You judge what Krishna says, and you follow Prabhupada. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Balavar Prabhu, for that beautiful class. Did you all get inspired by it? Can you all give a very big Hari Bol to Balavar Prabhu? It's always our pleasure to just listen from Balavar Prabhu. I've been listening for so many years, I just pray I can continue to listen for another 20 years at least. That's... You're going to live till 100. Remember you told me? I will be gone, but you will be here. So, before we start, we have a very long list of celebrations that we have today. So, first of all, I would like to invite Ayushri. She just graduated. Some of you may know her. Sheetal and Manoj's daughter. Please come. The parents have been serving in this temple so diligently. It's our pleasure to have our child graduate from high school. Ayushri, please come. Full certificate that she got from high school. So we would like all of you all to please pray for her so that she's stepping into the real world now from high school, so that she may have the complete blessings of the Lordship and all the Vaishnavas, so that she may be very successful in her endeavor in college as well as in the future as she steps into a work life or whatever she chooses to do. She should find success in everything that she does. So can we raise our hands high in the air and chant 3 times the Hare Krishna mantra for Ayushri, okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Can we get a garland from Lord Narasimhadev for Ayushri so that she may be sheltered and protected? Ayushi, not Shri. Okay, Ayushi. So request Balabhadra Prabhu to please put the garland. Huh? Sorry? Your? Yeah. Please bring her here too. My God, we forgot about that. So her mother-in-law, Manoj's mother, is visiting from India. So may Lord Narasimhadev always shelter and protect you and keep you always engaged. So thank you. Would you like to say a few words?
Hare Krishna.
Never forget Krishna.
Yeah, never forget Krishna and quality of work.
So she got the message from Balabhadra Prabhu, and that's what's important. We should do the best in everything we do. Thank you so much, Ayushi. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Do you want to say something?
This temple has really given us so much love, so much love. I can't forget this. As Balabhadra Prabhu said, this so much kindness I saw in his eyes, Shambhari Prabhu's eyes, Kanchan Mataji. We are so blessed, very blessed. We will always remember Krishna and Balabhadra Prabhuji, Shambhari Prabhuji, Kanchan Mataji, and you all devotees. You supported us so much because everybody knows in US, life is so difficult. And we are always saying detachment. But I really got the meaning of detachment. What detachment means? People are supposing that we have to forget mother, father. But it's not that. We have to attach Krishna, ourselves to Krishna. And we have to do duties with whatever our family we have to conduct with, to do that, means quality work with Krishna consciousness we have to do. So that's the big message the Balabhadra Prabhu gave me, and I'm very, very grateful to Shambhari Prabhuji. He's like my father. I'm always saying he like my father only, because I was so much attached to my father. he always supported me and Mataji. And they took care of me as my, their daughter. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hari Bol.
Thank you so much. We are just doing our little bit, very small, but if we can help you in any way, it's our real pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aishri. God bless you. Mataji, aapne. Now we'll invite Madhurya Gopal Prabhu for the next announcement.
Can I please invite Rama Rao and Suguna Mahankali? Are they here? Rama Rao Mahankali? Okay, we'll get back to them later.
Since they're not here, we will still pray for them. They have sponsored the feast for the well-being of their parents. What is the name? Yeah, that's the one. That's the parents' name.
So who is sponsoring?
It
Okay, so for the well-being of the parents, Rama Rao and Suguna Mataji. So we'll chant 3 times Hari Bol, okay, for Rama Rao Prabhuji and Suguna Mataji. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Please pray for them and bless them so that they may get the mercy of Lord Narasimha Swami and they may be sheltered and protected and their future, whatever days, can be very comfortable and peaceful. So we thank them for sponsoring this feast.
Next, can I invite Achita Gopi Prabhu and Ramya Mataji? Are they here? Prabhuji. Achita Gopi Prabhu. Hari Bol, come see me. Achita Krishna. Syntax error. He is written like this. Achita Krishna, right? Achita Krishna. So, that is celebrating. Okay. So Achyuta Kishore Prabhuji and Ramya Mataji are celebrating their daughter Rasa Priya's birthday. You know, this little girl, she's always active, going here and there and having fun, dancing. She is celebrating her birthday today. Is it third birthday, second birthday? Third birthday. So we'll all sing a birthday song for Rasa Priya. Happy birthday to Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rasa Priya. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Okay, so as a custom, we all will chant 3 times Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for blessing of Rasa Priya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can you please talk a few words about Achyuta Krishna Kishore Prabhu? He is an unsung hero, and you'll all get to know what was he doing behind the scene. Okay.
Hare Krishna. So, I have to accept that I have a very big fault. That is, I don't appreciate devotees as much as I should be doing. Okay, that's my failure, and I admit it. And Achyuta Kishore Prabhu, he does amazing service quietly, and he leaves without anyone knowing about it. We recognize the people who are in the forefront, but we miss out on the people who are doing all the wonderful work in the background. And we should always be aware of it, and we should be glorifying them. We should be appreciating them. He never even asked once also to be recognized or say thanks to him or anything. That's the quality of his devotion and quality of his service. He comes from the same place where Purnachandra Prabhu comes from. He's from Gopinath, Radha Gopinath in Mumbai. He also happens to be my god brother. So I'm very grateful to him that he comes here and serves in this temple. I have so much to learn from him. From Gopinath, they make gems. Radha Gopinath, whoever comes, they're a gem. And I can learn so much from him, but I have not been able to give time or association to him. So I'm very grateful to him for everything he does. He and his wife, one night, there was only me over here. Everyone had left. And he happened to be here with his wife. And they took over the whole temple. They cleaned everything by themselves. They wouldn't let me do anything. And when they left, it was late night, but the temple was in tip-top condition. So that's the kind of service that they render. I can never forget that. I can never forget that. So I'm from the deepest of my heart, I pray to the Lord that he and his family should be blessed and protected by Lord Narasimha Swami. And I hope that someday I can do what he does in the sense that I can serve better the devotees and perform the kind of services that they do. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you. So once again, big hand for Achyuta Kishore Prabhu and his wife as well. Both of them do wonderful service. We need to spend more time recognizing this kind of service, but instead, of course, we do other things for the temple itself, but we definitely need to recognize them. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji. We really appreciate it.
Next, we are celebrating anniversary of our dear brother Hanuman Prabhu and Sudha Mataji. Can I please request both of them? Hari Bol. So, I mean, I don't get tired of how many times I can speak of Hanuman Prabhu's generosity. So he's one of the pillar of this temple. Right from the day when he was there, behind us, solid rock solid. And he not only blessed with a lot of Lakshmi points, but also has given us so many ideas how this temple should be manifested. What are the how that marble, granite, and all. So his ideas and his design, and also the material. Not only he has given us ideas, but also he has given the material for this flooring and altars and all. Whatever you see, this is his kindness. Thank you so much, Hanuman Prabhuji. I keep repeating this often, but yeah, we need to appreciate your generosity.
Well, Hanuman Prabhu is part of the management for this temple, and we all get together and try to decide what is best for the temple in terms of managing the temple, and his input is always very instrumental. And so we have become like second nature to us to always reach out to Hanuman Prabhuji and get his input before we move forward with whatever the temple needs are. So we are always very obliged. One thing I would like to mention is that I have met many people, but with Hanuman Prabhuji, I see the honesty, the sincerity, and upfrontness. There's no ambiguity. He will tell it to you straight as it is. And that is what touches my heart the most. That's what I appreciate the most. And so I consider it that Krishna has sent him basically to facilitate our service to Krishna, because that's exactly what Hanuman Prabhuji does. So we are always very, very grateful. We'll always be grateful, eternally grateful to Hanumanji, and we will always pray to the Lord that he has good health, peace, happiness, and he always be there for us as well. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very, very grateful. So we'd like you to say a few words.
Before handing over to Hanuman Prabhuji, the reason why Hanuman Prabhu is here because of Sudha Mataji. Hanuman Prabhu, yes, he did lot for this temple and he helped us, but the reason behind Hanuman Prabhu being here is Sudha Mataji, because Sudha Mataji was going to Iskcon Atlanta often, and that's when she saw Vamshi Prabhu and she came to know that we are planning to have a temple here, and that's when she introduced Hanuman Prabhu to us. I will now give it to Hanuman Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. I totally agree with Madhuri Gopal Prabhuji. Because of her, I got into the Iskcon, and as you all know that this is a vision of our Shyam Bihari Prabhuji so many years. Came to know that he has been thinking about this temple, and it was the right time. I came to know and suddenly jumped on it, and I try to help whatever I can. So we are so fortunate to celebrate these celebrations in the right time and milestone of this temple. As you all know that it has been 2 years back it has been inaugurated, and we started. Exactly after 2 years it has been recognized as Iskcon of North Atlanta with great help from Balabhadra Prabhuji. Thank you. So it's a group effort. It's so many people. We are all supporting Shyam Bihari Prabhuji. This has been running with so many volunteers, so many devotees. As you all know that two Prabhujis, they came from, Namaruchi Prabhu and Mohan Prabhuji. They flew from New York and Chicago to certify this temple. It's not easy. 2 or 3 weeks, I can see so many details they're following with the protocol, so much coordination. Definitely 30 to 40 families, they worked very hard with quality of work, as Balabhadra Prabhuji mentioned, that quality of work, they dedicated, so much hard work, and they recognize right away. It's so many group effort, and I want to say thanks to Krishna Swarup Prabhuji also, who is a full-time priest for our temple. And this temple is being run by more than 30 to 40 families. Everyone is sponsoring $100, $200, $500 every month. It's a recursive. Still, we need more help, and definitely we had a board meeting last week. We have been discussing what other things we can implement, being a part of Iskcon group, and we are all working on it. We are learning the rules, regulations, and we try to implement all the protocol. And definitely we have dedicated families, and more than 100 families, they are visiting every month to this temple. I see a lot of growth and potential. It is a center of so many good, wonderful growing area. Fulton County is one of the fastest growing county in America. We are center of Alpharetta, Johns Creek, Cummings, Suwannee, all these wonderful cities, a lot of IT people, and they need Krishna consciousness. Definitely we are all behind mind consciousness. We have to get out of that. So this is a Prabhupada laid down wonderful platform, which is Iskcon. We are all learning, and we need to teach wonderful IT people, and they need to teach their kids. This is very happening place and a lot of growth next few years. Please part of this temple growth, and definitely we have bigger plans, and we all need to support Shyam Bihari Prabhuji. It's his vision. Anything cannot happen, bigger things cannot happen with one person. So many loyal people, dedicated people, we all need their help. Whatever way, either financially or put time put efforts, give the ideas, be part of the board. Board needs more wonderful people like you, and whatever way you can help. People, they are helping in the kitchen, Matajis, working here and cleaning and decorations and purchasing, financial, accounting. We have so many committees. Be part of the committee and try to help us. We have a bigger plan so that we can serve more people, and this Krishna consciousness we have to spread. That's where our permanent solution, which is happiness. This material and I-ness, there is no permanent. It is all temporal, mandate, So we need to get out of temporal desires, temporal happiness to the permanent. That's exactly Prabhupada and wonderful message passed by Shyam Bihari Prabhuji. We all need to learn and be part of it and dedicate ourselves to spread this wonderful message. Be part of it, and let's all work together. And thank you very much, and I'm very happy to be part of this wonderful temple. It's so vibrating. It's my retirement place. Thank you again. And as Madhuri Gopal said, all these are happening because my wife, without her support, I cannot go further. She manages all my companies. I have so many companies. She is the one. But she maintains low profile. And definitely, be part of it. We'll be here and give us ideas and more thoughts we have. Next few years, we'll see our temple is going to grow big with all of us, and we don't have any personal agenda. It's very clear. We want to be with Krishna consciousness, be part of it. Let's spread that message, what Prabhupada said. Okay, thank you. Hari Bol.
I want to thank Krishna to choose him to me because no mic is
Yes, say loudly.
I want to say thanks to Krishna. He chose him through me. So I'm really happy to be part of the Iskcon. I want to thank my Vijayawada Prabhu. So because of him, I am in this consciousness. Chakradhari Prabhuji, I want to thank him.
Thank you everyone, and really we all as an extended family, God chosen, it's Guru chosen, Guru Bandhu family. Okay, be part of it. We all work together, grow together. Please come forward and tell us what we can learn. We both and our team, very open, very honest. As Prabhuji said, we are very down to earth people. Be part of it, whatever way, either give time, or financially give ideas, your brain. We will accept it, we'll listen it. We always in a position to listen and accept. We'll grow this temple as a bigger, because in this happening area, we need one Iskcon temple. That's what I felt it. And a special Narasimha Swami temple, who is Araja Daivam to my family. From childhood, I grown in the temple. My mom always takes me every day in the evening. So I'm so attached. As soon as Shyam Bihari Prabhuji mentioned, I was very tempted. He brought me into this. Since then, I have been with them. I will be with them. And please, part of it, our extended family, Guru chosen Bandhu family, be part of it. Thank you.
So now we will request Hanuman Prabhuji and Sudha Mataji to exchange garlands. These are from Gornitai. So Hari Bol, big Hari Bol. Hari Bol. So let's chant Hare Krishna 3 times for Hanuman Prabhuji and Sudharani Mataji, okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, the family, anyone would like to say a few words?
Hare Krishna. Hanuman Garu and Sudha Garu, wish you a very, very, very happy anniversary from all of us. And because of Sudha Garu, Hanuman Garu is here, and because of Hanuman Garu, I am here. Yeah, and because of me, there are a few more families here. So that is where the consciousness, Krishna consciousness, is already spreading in this area, and we all will continue the same thing. And obviously, this became our temple basically. So this is like every time, whenever, wherever, when we don't come here, still our consciousness is here. So the Krishna, because of Krishna, and because of all humbleness, all Gurujis, really, thank you. Thank you so much for, making us part of this temple. Thank you so much.
Thank you, friend. And he's part of our board. He's a close friend. He's the main sponsor, one of the main sponsors. And thank you, my friend.
Wish you happy wedding anniversary, many happiness of the day. Hari Bol.
So now we'll request Hanuman Prabhuji and Sudha Mataji to cut the cake. We have a small cake here as a token of our love for both of them. So on this 28th anniversary of Hanuman Prabhuji and Sudharani, we would request them to together cut the cake, please. And we're going to chant, Happy wedding anniversary to you. Happy wedding anniversary to you. Happy wedding anniversary, Hanuman Prabhu and Sudharani Mataji. Happy wedding anniversary to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. A big hand for Hanuman Prabhuji and Sudharani Mataji. And from the core of your heart, please bless them, please pray for them, and please ask the Lord to always give them peace, happiness, and all success. And may they always remain connected to Sri Krishna. Thank you so much. So now we come to the last stage of our program. Haribo, can you take the cake, Prabhu?
One more thing, this morning I was talking to my co-sister and she said my mother-in-law's family, they helped to build the Narasimha Swami temple in their area. So again after three generations, he got the opportunity to help the Narasimha Swami temple.
Hare Krishna, Jai.
I'm really happy to hear from my co-sister this
Hare
morning.
Your mother-in-law's family.
Mother-in-law's family, they helped to build the Narasimha Swami
Yeah.
temple.
So I just learned from Sudha Mataji that her mother-in-law's family actually helped build the Narasimha temple over there in Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. And so Hanuman Prabhuji helped build the temple over here. So they definitely have Narasimha Swami's most mercy. They are most blessed. Hare Krishna, Jai. So most welcome. Sudha Mataji's mother-in-law, which is his mother, right? They helped build the Narasimha temple in Guntur, and Hanuman Prabhuji helped build this temple, Narasimha Swami temple, in Atlanta. So you can imagine how much mercy they have from Lord Narasimha Swami. And so Narasimha Swami has obviously brought Hanuman Prabhuji here so that the temple could happen. Thank you so much. Thank you.
With all your help, we need to make this bigger temple in this area. Me and Shyam Bihar Prabhuji, we always talk about that and be part of it. And next few years, we'll acquire more land, bigger space, bigger plans we are designing. but we all need your help, whatever way, financially or working, physically, everything. Be part of the board. All together, let's build. It's our temple, as my friend said. Wherever we go, we think it's our temple. That awareness will grow big. It gives satisfaction. Thank you. Thank you.
And anyone who helps build a temple for Lord Narasimha, you can be sure that he will take care of you and bring you back to Vaikuntha. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. So I wanted to have a grand celebration for us being injected into Iskcon. Iskcon, as you know, is a body of Srila Prabhupada. And so one cannot become part of Iskcon without Prabhupada's mercy. It's not possible, right? Iskcon is Prabhupada's body. It's Prabhupada himself said so. So we are very, very fortunate that Prabhupada has brought us to his lotus feet, brought this temple to his lotus feet. So I wanted to have a grand celebration. I wanted confetti everywhere. I wanted balloons bursting, but I was told, please calm down. So at least we have a huge cake, right? A huge cake. And you know what it says? All glories to Iskcon of North Atlanta and Srila Prabhupada. So we owe it to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to him. Now that's at Srila Prabhupada's level. And we got to be Iskcon because of the tireless and hard work, which none of you have seen, only I know, is because of the tireless work of Balabhadra Prabhu. Day and night, he was calling and pursuing and making sure that everyone was working for us, making sure that there was no roadblocks in our way to becoming Iskcon. So it's only appropriate that we honor Balabhadra Prabhu in order to honor Iskcon of North Atlanta. So we invite Balabhadra Prabhu to please come. Please come, Prabhuji. Every one of us has to be very, very grateful to Balabhadra Prabhu, I can tell you, because I am working very closely with him, so I know how hard he has worked. None of you know, I know how hard he has worked. So please, if you have even an iota of affection for Iskcon of North Atlanta, then it's because of Balabhadra Prabhu. So we are extremely, extremely grateful to Balabhadra Prabhu. We would like him to speak a few words on this most important occasion, and then we would request him to cut the cake.
Cakes.
Right?
Cut the cakes.
Yeah.
This is one cake. It says, thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
I'll only speak if it's cheesecake.
Yeah, Prabhuji's favorite. Cheesecake. Yeah.
You all will have to sit down so people behind can actually get a chance to see the proceedings as well.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So thank you for supporting this temple. As Sham said and as Hanuman said, it's a vision. First, we looked at some other properties in the area. And the one property I was begging Sham, don't take it. Because in the front yard was a cemetery. I said, no, bro. He actually drew up the plans. Yeah. He had the plans all drawn up, but it was just not the right place. Then we saw another shopping center that was actually nice. And the man came and showed us how we can break the walls. But Krishna didn't want that. Krishna wanted this one. And as Hanuman pointed out, this is the happening place. This Patel Brothers Plaza, even we have another Patel Brothers Plaza in Decatur. It's not like this. This is special because there's so many subdivisions and communities of people that frequent this place, and then they go shopping, and then they come here. It's a perfect combination. So Srila Prabhupada, sitting here on the Vyasasana, just as a point of interest, this seat is not the Vyasasana. That's the Vyasasana. Prabhupada is the representative of Vyas, and we represent him. And he's given us this mission to spread Krishna consciousness in this area. And we're going to take it from this level, which, look at it. When Prabhupada was in Atlanta in 1975, we did a play, a drama, and it was the story of Chandkazi. how Lord Chaitanya organized 100,000 men to march on the Kazi because the Kazi broke the Mridanga. And then the Hindus, the priests, they were saying, all these low-class people are chanting Hare Krishna, and by them chanting, the potency of the mantra will be lost. And Prabhupada stopped the play, sitting on the Vyasasan. He looked at all the devotees, 500 devotees in that temple room. But the potency has already increased. So look at it. Look at this room. Turn around and look. Turn around. Unless you're old like me, your neck doesn't move. But look at this room. It didn't start like this. It's increasing every week, every week. So our mission now is to make it so packed up that Hanumanji and Sham and the group, we have to expand. Japataka Maharaj, one time in Atlanta, we had a beautiful restaurant in the basement. And the devotees wanted to get something bigger, wanted to go downtown. And Japataka Maharaj says, when the line to your restaurant goes down the street, around the corner, then you talk about making it bigger. So ours has already gone out the door. It's already expanded. So by your quality of work, focus on the quality of your service to Srila Prabhupada and Krishna, and this place will definitely expand. So thank you for allowing me, and as Prabhupada would say, the last part of our life, because Prabhupada was younger than me when he came to America. He was 69 and I'm 73. I'm thinking, I'm older than Prabhupada was when he came. But look at the work he did in the balance of his life. So by your mercy and acceptance, I'm able to serve Srila Prabhupada in this temple. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
So, if you want to know how this temple is growing, honestly, I was here in the temple room and I was watching those who were helping with the kitchen work, and I was shocked that I didn't even recognize who they were. I don't even know where they're coming from in order to serve, right? Yeah. And Rukmani Mataji, there were some new people today, right? And I was saying, wow, this is what it's all about. Anybody should be able to come in here and serve. And so I was very happy, very amazed, but very happy. And as Balabhadra Prabhu said, this is what it's all about. We have to give everyone the opportunity, everyone to serve here. And that's what's happening. We're growing. I am still trying to catch up with the people who come to serve here. So thank you so much. So now we'll request Balabhadra Prabhu to please cut the cake. We have the whole management team here as well. And so Balabhadra Prabhu and Hanuman Prabhuji, please come. Madhurya Gopal Prabhu, please come. And we'll cut the cake. Come. No, it's okay. Come, you come. Prabhu, first this cake together. I want the cheesecake. Yeah, we'll give you the cheesecake. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. You see all these hands together? May they always remain together working only for Krishna. Thank you. And now Balabhadra Prabhu will cut his favorite cheesecake.
One thing that Prabhupada said that you should all remember, the last part of his life, he had one request. He said, the test of your love for me will be in how well you cooperate. Repeat. The test of your love for me. I'll say it again. The test of your love for me will be tested in how well you cooperate. So if you want to please Srila Prabhupada, we must cooperate together. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, cheesecake.
Hari Bol. If anyone is feeling that they are left out for the services, please see me or Sham Prabhu or someone in the kitchen. You have Vamshi Prabhu. We have some service after this lunch is yeah, after lunch is given, there is some service in the kitchen for cleanup. Please see Vamshi Prabhu, Sham Prabhu or I.
So now can you all get the blessings of Narasimha Swami, and then we will start serving prasadam. Thank you. Ma prasade govinde